All right, we're back on the podcast. Good morning.
Good morning.
Saturday morning.
It's a beautiful day.
We're on planet Earth, third planet in the solar system.
Time to throw in a lipper. You know, I'm down to the threes.
Oh, that's good.
3 milligrams.
You're weaning off.
I'm weaning off my, for all my Zinners out there, or Velowers, or whoever's consuming your nicotine pouches. It is addicting.
Dang.
And you will get fucked up.
Whoa. So what, at your peak, how many milligrams did you have at one time?
I would do 9 milligrams.
2 9s or just one?
No, God no. I could do 2 6s.
12 milligrams.
I could do 12 milligrams. When I first started, it was probably 3 years ago. I remember I was at a little party with Rob.
Yeah.
And some guy handed me a nicotine pouch. It was a 3 milligram. It was a citrus. And it was such a strange, like, buzz feeling.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, I kind of like this. And, you know, if you weren't vaping, odds are you're probably doing something else, you know. And so
those Nashville parties.
Yeah, so
Don't
started getting the Zens and just doing like 1 3er, and then you build up your tolerance, and now you're getting 6s, and then Zen only goes up to 6. So then I transitioned to On for a little bit. They had 8 milligrams, and then I went to Velo. Velo was cheaper, and their pouches were better.
Better flavor?
Better texture, a little bit like thicker, but they fit better in the lip pocket. And so then I was doing 2 6s at a time or a 9, and it was just like, man, I gotta get off this. So I'm down to 3 milligrams, probably throwing in 1 or 2 a day, 2 or 3 a day. So
it's good.
Trying to wean off. It's not a good thing.
We're making progress on the podcast. You guys will see Ben will be completely sober by the next episode.
Yeah,
maybe.
At this rate.
There's a full moon happening tomorrow or tonight, one of the days.
Really?
Yeah, so just be warned. Things might go haywire.
Wasn't there a full moon whenever we went to the Rangers game not too long ago?
Yeah.
And we almost saw that wreck, and then homeless people driving in the middle of the street. That was a weird day.
Even this morning when I was driving to get coffee, it's like ladies right behind me, riding me.
Tailgating you?
Oh, I love brake checking them. It's like, whoa.
You flip them off?
Yeah. Then I throw whatever trash I have out the window.
Fuck you, lady.
And we're like, no.
Yeah. And then she pulls up in the drive-thru behind you.
Oh, God.
Would you pay for her coffee? Like, have you ever paid for anyone behind you in a drive-thru?
I would pay for someone's coffee, but actually I have once, because I think someone did it to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they started like a line.
I think it was Chick-fil-A.
And then you get up there and like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to pay for that person behind me too. They're like, okay, well, they've got a family meal.
Yeah.
It's going to be $64.39.
They got 3 small children in the back, and they're going to a football tailgate.
Yeah.
And they actually catered to this meal.
And you're like, can I just cover their Sprite?
Yeah,
I'd just say no. I mean, it would be a nice thing. I think I've had one person pay for me before. But honestly, if they were to ask me to pay for the person behind me and it's anything over $10, I'm like, sorry. You're on your own.
Yeah, it's above budget.
Yeah.
It's such a nice feeling, though, if you pull up and they're like, you know what? The person in front, they paid for your coffee. You're like, sick. And you grab your coffee. Drive off.
They're like, so do you want to do the same thing for the people behind you? You're like, no.
Kick rocks, you liberal.
Yeah. Dude, I was scrolling on Instagram last night, and I came across this unbelievable story.
Okay.
Crazy story. 2 crazy stories, actually. The first one, I'll have to pull this up and show you. So the Phillies were playing the Marlins last night, and Phillies won. Home run ball gets hit to left field. This dad runs over. I got to show you the video first. Jack's watching this. So the dad gets the home run ball for his son. It's his son's birthday. And this lady,
This
psycho Karen.
Karen runs up and touches an arm, turns him around, is in his face.
Yeah, look at the spacing.
That's in the personal bubble. She needs to back off. Oh,
Yeah.
and then he gives the ball back
gives
to her.
it to her. So, justice was served. So pretty much this video, we'll have to share this in a link. A home run ball was hit to left field on this row. There's not a lot of people in the row or in the section. His dad runs over and gets it, and this woman who's in the row above him is like reaching down to get the ball. The dad snags it. He's like throwing it up. He's like, yeah. Runs back, drops it in his kid's glove, hugs his kid.
It's kid's birthday.
Kid's birthday.
Oh.
So they're celebrating, and then this biatch comes like into his space, grabbing his arm, and is like pointing at him like, you took my ball, that's my ball. And this dad's like, whoa, like he literally does like that. And
Shocked.
this kid's just like looking up, and he looks terrified. And so they're arguing for 10, 15 seconds. The dad's like, you know what? You could kind of read their lips a little bit. I think she was saying, like, that's not your row. And he's like, this is my row. You're on the row above. Like, if we're going to argue semantics, like, fuck off.
Is that a thing? Like, you got to stay on your row?
It's not a thing at all. And so the dad gives the ball back, and this lady storms off. I can't imagine what it would have been like to be in that section. So then videos circulate later in the game of the Marlins arena staff coming over. They've got cameras everywhere. They can see everything.
So they know about this.
They saw it happen. They go over. They give this kid like a gift basket. They're like, "Hey, happy birthday. We're really sorry." Then
the
Phillies find out because they're Phillies fans. They invite him to go meet the guy who hit the home run. Give him a bat. Give him a ball. And then
let's go.
All these tweets are coming out from these rich people. They're like, they just gave this guy an RV. They're like, we're really sorry that happened. We want to give you an RV, and we're going to send you the World Series this year. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So it's like,
that's awesome.
And Dave Portnoy had this tweet. He quoted it, and he was like, I have never seen anything like this, but take note. Like, I guarantee you this will change this kid's life from this moment forward. Like, this will be a defining moment.
Really?
But how fucking crazy is that?
That's awesome. Like, first of all, that chick looked like the that penguin on Madagascar. The penguin, they have like the hair that swoops over, and she had like frosted tips.
Or surfs up.
Surfs up, yeah. What up, dude? But yeah, that's like a lesson that I think the dad did the right thing. It's like, all right, this lady's a psychopath. Here, just take the ball. Like, we don't want any problems.
Yeah.
Because he could have just stood his ground.
Yeah, which
might have felt good in the moment, but it's worked out for them so far.
And understanding the context that you're probably getting filmed on TV.
Oh yeah, everything.
You got a home run ball, and then you're
camera.
Yeah, but what? So you watch that video and you see that woman. I would consider that like borderline harassment. She's harassing this man and
she's
child.
Like all up under him, like.
Yeah, like it's not like we're talking like this. Like, she's in your space.
She's like, sir, it's my ball.
That's my ball. You took that ball out of my hand. Shame on you.
Probably
give me that ball.
Screaming at him too.
You cis male, give me that ball.
Yeah, it's honestly an entitlement thing.
Yeah, like
because the ball is free for everyone to grab, and if you don't have the skills to grab it, and this man comes over and grabs it from you, that's life. And she thinks she's protected because
she's a woman.
Maybe maybe we need another camera angle. The man grabs her arm. Get away! Grabs the ball. Then that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Pushes her, nudges her, hip checks her.
So she's like, he goes down, almost like if she's in this chair, the row's in front, she's trying to reach down this way, and he's coming from the left. But he gets it. Like, she didn't have her hand on it. There's like 4 other people reaching for it. It's like a frenzy.
It's funny. Like, what if it comes out that it's like her 10-year cancer remission anniversary?
No, I don't give a shit. I don't care. But do you think
That's so funny.
She's going to become a internet star. Like, people were always like, Twitter, do your thing. Like, go find out who this is.
She's being held accountable by the internet.
So I want to present a scenario for you.
Okay.
So let's say you're the owner of a company. She's your employee. The woman who just harassed this kid and father to get this baseball. So now you're getting all this bad press. They find out she works at your company. What do you do? Would you fire her?
No, I would not fire her. I mean, if she's a really bad employee and then this came out, maybe. But if she hasn't done anything in the company to warrant being let go or anything, I wouldn't fire her.
Do you publicly protect her? Do you make a statement?
How? Make a statement for a baseball game? For a foul ball or a home run
It's kind of like the Coldplay thing.
What's that?
When that guy got caught cheating at the Coldplay concert.
Oh, the CEO.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Is it, though? Because that's, like, objectively... Well, they're both wrong. I mean...
Some people may value stealing more than they do cheating.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't fire her just because that seems extreme. Like, the internet can, like, portray something, and, you know, you see a video like that, it's a bad situation. We don't know the context, like, what she was going through. And the internet's going to blow it up, make it the biggest thing in the world. And everyone's, like, commenting, like, you're a fucking horrible person. You suck as a human.
Yeah, shame on you.
And, like, yeah,
how do you
was a bad
sleep at
moment.
night?
Like, everyone who's saying that, like, let's look at you in your worst moment.
That's a good point.
Let's flip the spotlight on you. Oh, wow, that wasn't on camera. How lucky of you. You're so holy.
But is that not also, like, you got to know where you're at? Like, everyone's going to have bad moments, but don't have your bad moment in the middle of a baseball game after a home run was hit right to you.
Yeah, definitely. Like, don't do that. Definitely don't try to steal a ball from a birthday boy.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But, yeah, I rewatched it a few times, and I kind of put myself in that scenario of, like, if I was the father. And then, you know, as much as you want to be like, get the fuck off me and, you know, push someone away and, no, like, this is mine. I got this.
Yeah.
Like, props to the dad for keeping his cool and just being like, you know what? Here, if you're going to make this big of a deal out of this.
Yeah, I agree.
You're my son. And imagine what a great example for the kid. Watch his father stay calm and collected. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to give some things away. Yeah. And it paid off way more than they ever could have. They got an RV.
That's like
They're going to Disney.
That's a perfect, like, reward scenario. Because how many times does something like that happen? And it's like, well, buddy, like, you know, we gave it to her because she wanted it really bad. And, like, there's nothing to show for it. But in this scenario, it's like, yeah, you could show your son that this paid off because we did the right thing.
Yeah.
Not to say you should only do the right thing if there's reward involved, but
yeah,
I think, like, you wonder, like, that section if you could just sit in there, like, 30 minutes prior. And are they fans of opposing teams? Or are they on the same?
They were both Phillies fans. They were both wearing red.
Oh, okay.
The Phillies travel a lot. They were playing in Miami. So I don't know if they were living in Miami or, you know, what the scenario was there. But it was only, I mean, that clip was like 12 seconds long.
Yeah.
So like a life-altering decision within under 15 seconds.
We'll have to keep updated if she's...
yeah, if they dox her.
She comes out and apologizes. That would be a good thing for her to do.
Okay, let's say if that was you, if you were the woman, would you come out and apologize? If, like, you get home from the game.
You're like, like,
I'm just going to get on social media really fast and look.
Yeah, that'd be pretty intense.
And you turn on ESPN, and it's like a whole segment on you.
But wait, he grabbed my arm. Then you call in a First Take.
Yeah.
And then you're on First Take next Monday.
You'd have to get out in front of it.
Yeah, I honestly, like, in many ways, that's like social media is holding people accountable. Think about it. Because that was caught on camera, And now she's receiving all this negative hate and everything, and then they're receiving all this praise. It's like such a pendulum swing between the two of opposites. And social media, like if that wasn't on camera, like nothing would have come of it, really. Unless the stadium saw it, and then maybe it's like an article, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's all over.
It's
X
everywhere.
Right now.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Is it on SportsCenter?
I mean, it may be. I don't know if they would mess around and show something like that.
I bet they would.
That'd probably be where like a network decision of like, hey, we're not gonna. Sure, we can acknowledge this happened, but we're not gonna show this woman's face, and they may show the kid, and I don't know. That would be an interesting scenario.
Yeah, is she gonna apologize, come out in a video, and say, well. Like, what would she say? She just, like, the actions read a lawyer response, the actions I displayed in the video are wrong. I don't condone my behavior. Thank you. Goodbye.
I don't know.
Let me lurk back into the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wonder, like, SSRIs and stuff and all the medications people are on that just make them, like, not make the right decisions in certain scenarios. Like,
she also could have been drinking.
let's get a blood panel on her.
Yeah.
Let's get a brain image on her.
Yeah.
Let's talk to her doctor. Let's find out everything about her. Probably could.
Yeah, do some digging.
There's some SSRI stuff. There's a video that I think Huberman did or something where they're talking about it. I need to watch the full podcast, and maybe next time we could talk about something because that school shooting was pretty...
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't gotten into that at all.
I really haven't even seeked out anything on it. I knew it happened, just, didn't even really look into it, but maybe next week we can get after that.
Do a little deep dive on that.
I got a story, though.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Story time. So,
let me get some water here.
All right, well, I'm going to my local Whole Foods. Wink, wink. I don't go to Whole Foods. I go to Walmart, but... I'm in the store, and, I see my guy. I said, what's up, man? He's like, nothing much, chilling. So this guy complimented my tattoos a while back, and we were talking about tattoos. He's got some, and I was like, how you doing, man? Have you got any ink lately? And he's like, yeah, man, I just got my whole chest done. And I was like, oh, okay, sick. What'd you get? And he's like, well, it's some words. And so you got a picture? He's like, yeah. And so he's like fumbling through his phone, pulling it up. And he's like, you know about Drake, right? And I'm like, yeah, Drake, yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, he's my guy. And so he pulls up his phone, and he's got More Life tattooed across his chest in caps. And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh, that's sick, dude. And it made me reflect. He's like, yeah, I want to get an owl behind it and all this stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. And it made me think, like, man, I'm glad I was, like, 23 or 24 or 25 when I got my first tattoos, just because, like, I'm glad my brain was developed a little bit more, because who knows what I would have gotten.
So he's probably like 18, 19.
Yeah.
He's kind of got the afro.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about. I've seen him too.
Great dude. Like,
yeah,
I
super
like
nice.
Yeah, he's awesome, but I'm just like, damn, that sucks. Like,
so just
it's gonna be a cover up.
More Life. That's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cover up in maybe like 10 years, maybe. I mean, that's bad. Did no one tell him
bad?
that? I mean, it wasn't like messed up. It was like clear tattoo, but it was just like all caps, just right across his chest.
Yeah.
At least it's covered, I guess.
I mean, it's definitely. But I mean, you're in the tattoo world now. I'm outside of it. I don't have any tattoos. I love tattoos, and I've been around lots of people that are tatted up, dude.
Yeah.
Super tatted up. And you see some dumb tattoos, like where you're like, what the hell? But like, you can't shame someone for getting one thing, because the same reason, no offense, you could be like, yeah, dude, I got this goat on my leg. And they could be like, a goat? Really? Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's, like, so subjective to what they want, but, that was crazy.
I'd get like the OVO.
Yeah.
OVO Exolinko. Yeah, that's. I mean.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
I remember watching. You ever watch Ink Masters?
Oh yeah.
That was one of my favorite shows. I don't know why it's not on streaming anymore. I can't find it. But they would do like episodes where they'd bring people on, because you kind of have people that like volunteer to get.
They get a free tattoo.
Yeah, what would you call that? Like if someone's like a.
They're just volunteering to get whatever the category is.
Yeah.
They get it, and wherever the tattoo artist wants, you kind of just roll the dice.
But they did an episode one time where it was like tattoo cover-ups. Bless you. Tattoo cover-ups, and you'd see. I mean, just like shocking tattoos, and you'd be like, "What? Like, what is going through your mind?" Bless you. But then at the same time, kind of going back to it, it's like, man, some people just. Everyone has a different taste. The barbed wire tattoo on the bicep.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the shark, like the shark mouth on the kneecaps.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
I've seen some people with their whole limb like blacked out.
Oh, those the blackout tats.
And you're just like, man, like what? You kind of want to ask why, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't know if I talked about this. Oh, I told Austin about this, but there's like a thing in the tattoo community. People in the tattoo community would probably be labeled as risk takers in a way, because it's kind of like a risky thing to do. Put something permanent on your body for the rest of your life. And so I heard about this thing called hanging. And so needles and everything, all right, it's one thing, and it's sterile and all that. But there's this thing that people do where they basically get huge, like, fish hooks, and they hook their, like, shoulder blade skin. They pinch their skin, they stab the hook through, and they hang for hours at a time at these hanging parties. And I've talked to people that go to these, and one dude, he's a cool dude and everything. It's just kind of shocking when you hear that someone's involved with this. But him and his wife, the wife doesn't do the hanging. She doesn't get out what they get in from it. And she basically cleans everything up, and she's cooking the food for the parties. Oh. Dude. And so they hang, like a starter position is the shoulder blades. And you, like, crank it up. Like, they have these things in their homes. And they invite people over. That's a fetish. And there's some weird
thing. There's a fetish.
They crank, and then you're above the floor hanging. And apparently, they, like, reach this transcendent state. And they get down, they start bawling.
So they're just, like, crazy? Floating around. So in these parties, is it, like they're talking to people while they're hanging, or they're, like, they're treating themselves almost like a piece of art? Where they're like, people like point. Walking and like, oh, wow. And he's like spinning. It's like, oh, wait, we got to wait till he comes back around.
I don't know. Maybe both. But it's just like, when I first heard about that, it just grossed me out to the most, because it's just like people get hung right here. Yeah, it's actually wild.
So do you think the people that are hopping up on those hooks are like, do you think there's any like sexual component to that? Is it a pain thing?
I bet it. All right. And the best explanation for it, like the most generous for them, is kind of like an ice bath example. It's like if you do something that's so painful or uncomfortable for a long time, you just feel so good after. Can you hand me that towel? I'm going to just throw it over this stuff because I think it's starting to sprinkle.
This one's a little wet. Maybe try that one.
Yeah, so I don't really know, but people do it. People are weird.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's probably so many things that we do not know that take place.
I probably don't want to know.
Yeah, don't want to know. I mean, imagine you walk in, imagine you're like a DoorDasher.
He's like texting and he's hungover. He's like, hey, weird question, but you mind bringing me the order. I'm in the room upstairs. Just
the
petrified.
The front door is going to be open. And you walk in, you hear like this creaking or like a chain.
And you're like, God, it smells awful in here.
It smells like sweat and poop and feces.
I bet there's some sexual to it.
Yeah. I think there has to be like a sexual deviancy.
To mutilate one's body.
Yeah. Dude, people get off on weird stuff, man.
I've seen the clips where the guys get just kicked in the nuts.
Yeah. That was really big. You remember that TV show American Gladiator?
Uh-huh.
There was a documentary that came out about it, and one of the women in it, she was taking steroids and stuff. She was jacked. And I don't know if it was that or maybe it was another thing. But either way, this woman was she was ripped. This is probably the 80s, 90s, which was pretty uncommon. Like women were, petite. That's kind of how that they were, wanting to appear. And so this woman got really jacked. She became kind of famous. She would get these guys to pay her to go wrestle them and choke them out.
What?
And beat them up. So and they'd film it. She'd film it. And they'd be in these hotel rooms and stuff, and she'd be putting them in leg locks and putting their arms on their back and shoving them on the bed. Yeah. And so these guys are getting manhandled, and they get off on that.
Dude, that's crazy.
So that's the tip of the iceberg if you really think about all the different things that people get into.
Yeah. And what leads you down that path of decision making where you can't even have pleasure from anything normal?
Yeah.
Holding hands ain't gonna do it for you.
Yeah, you're just chasing the next.
I need to be black-eyed and yanked around for me to get off.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
You look yourself in the mirror after that,
it's kind of like a fight club.
Yeah.
Like a reverse fight club.
Yeah, that's bad. But so we saw Weapons.
Great
this movie came out a couple months back.
Yeah. Zach Kreger?
Kreger or Berger?
No, it's not Berger.
Star. So this movie is labeled as a thriller horror movie. Excellent movie. The plot of the movie would be
Zach Kreger.
There's a elementary school in this small town, and one morning we show up and 17 out of 18 kids are missing from the classroom. So there's one kid there. And
spoiler alert, by the way.
Yes, we're going to talk.
If you haven't seen it.
Kind of going to go deep. Let's just,
because
this is a good movie. Yeah, let's send it. So the whole town's at a PTA meeting, and they're freaking out, why her classroom? Let's get to the bottom of this. Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
He's the masculine figure in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's really upset he lost his kid, of course. And so they start to investigate, and, right after this happens, the teacher, she's kind of being, people are pointing to her.
Yeah.
Why your classroom? And then it kind of goes on from there. Should we kind of just break down the movie? What do you think? Let's just do first takes of the movie. Then we can get into it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I thought the movie was great. I went and saw it, and it was very scary. Let's get that across the board. But it was also a good plot, I thought. And so when you're watching it, you kind of I didn't even really think that she was involved, the teacher. I kind of felt bad for her.
I did feel bad for her.
Because after the PTA meeting, she's being rushed out by the principals, and everyone's crowding around her car, and she goes, and I thought the movie was real. I thought it was a very realistic depiction, because she immediately goes to the liquor store.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck my life. So all these kids that I cared about so much, they're gone.
Yeah.
And people think I did it. So
and she's just as concerned,
yes,
but they're just...
if not more.
Yeah, but the they're blaming her,
Yeah, and so she goes to the liquor store, gets her drinks, and then the movie did a good job of like playing out either one or 2 days or something, but from each character's perspective.
Yeah.
Like the principal's perspective, her perspective, the cop's perspective, Josh Brolin's character's perspective.
A homeless person's perspective.
The homeless, which was insane.
Yeah.
And then
the kid's perspective, the one kid that wasn't taken.
That's right. That was like the last one or something.
Yeah.
'Cause then you truly figure out what happened. But the movie is called Weapons, and really makes you just kind of think about like, why was it titled that way? Like, why do you think it was titled Weapons?
I don't know, because there's a lot of subliminal messaging and symbolism in the movie with depictions of guns and AR-15s. When Josh Brolin's character was in that dream state and he was chasing after his kid, and he goes into this, he appears in front of this house, and above this house is like it's a floating gun. It's really bizarre. It's like this floating AR-15, and then it has the time that all the kids. So I guess we should probably back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So the kids are taken. The teacher, she goes to her house, blah, 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 and they're starting like the hunt. Like they're trying to figure out, and Josh Brolin's character is completely dissatisfied with the efforts of the police captain and the police department. He's just like, you guys aren't doing enough.
Yeah. And
so he has a Ring camera. And so he's looking at the footage of his own son running out of his house.
Yep.
Kids were not taken. They didn't vanish. They simply got out of their bed all at the same time and ran out of their house with this weird, kind of like a missile. If you think of like a vertical missile with its arms attached, it's kind of like a missile, which that's where I think where the weapons comes in. Yeah. Because as you figure out with the mechanism that these kids were used to perform that function, it's like a heat-seeking missile, like a predator missile.
Really good description, yeah.
Like they have one target in mind, and that's where they're going. There's nothing that's going to stand in their way.
Yeah.
And
so they all leave in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And he's watching the Ring camera. Can't really figure it out.
Yeah. And so Josh Brolin's starting to put these things together, but he still thinks the teacher is like, she's in on it.
Yeah.
So he's confronting her, and so he confronts her at the gas station. This is kind of really when the movie started picking up.
Yeah.
Confronted her at the gas station. So they're having this conversation while she's pumping her gas, and he's in her face. She's like, tell me what you did with my kids. And so they're talking, and all of a sudden she like looks up, and she can see in the distance that someone is running towards her.
Yeah.
And he's like, and his eyes are like wide open. His face is like mangled, and it's the principal. The principal is like sprinting towards her.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, there's so many layers to the movie. There's a lot of kind of witchcraft.
Yeah.
Occultish feeling.
Dark magic.
A lot of these people are depressed, whether it was the cop who had his own alcohol problem, the teacher who had her alcohol problem, the husband who was now slipping from his work. He couldn't get his work finished.
Yeah, the movie did a good job of portraying like the after effects of something like that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was fucked up.
The reality of certain things.
Yeah, and so fast forward, the way that the movie was shot was really interesting too. And this is what's so great about the way that they marketed the movie. You watch the trailer, you get a very small glimpse of like what you think actually is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like you have to watch it all the way through to really figure out what happens.
Which is a great part about.
Yeah, and so they ended up shooting it kind of like what you were saying. They shot it from the perspective of 4 or 5 different people that played a pretty pivotal role in the movie. And so you kind of get the first glimpse of who the villain is or the antagonist through the eyes of the principal. And they want to talk to the kid who survived, who was still there in the class. And they want to talk to his parents and be like, why are you here? Like they didn't really ask that question. And so the principal requests that the parents come in, and sure enough, this old, gross-looking woman.
Caked in, like, clown makeup.
Yeah, orange hair. She just looked very scary. Aunt Gladys.
Aunt Gladys. Their big old bag.
Yeah, big old bag. And she's saying, yeah, the parents are sick. I'm watching the kid for them. We don't have any information. You know, I'll try to get them to come in on Monday.
And he's like, well, to be honest, we can't really talk to you. We need to talk directly to the legal guardian.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, that's just not going to happen right now.
She's not satisfied.
She's becoming upset.
Yeah. So they leave.
Well, hold on. Before that, you notice that she looked down. She saw all the ribbons.
She took a ribbon.
She took some
She took the ribbon of the principal. So fast forward a few hours later, maybe that next day, the principal and his husband are watching TV, like Nat Geo.
Like
and they're
bunch of hot dogs and cookies.
And they're discussing a parasite that is taking over this, like, frog or spider or something.
Oh, wow.
And they made it a point to show that on the TV. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? You know, they go, and it's Aunt Gladys. And she's like, guys, I have information for you. So she wanders over to the kitchen. She's like, I need some water. And they give her a bowl. She's like, I need a bowl. I want to drink it out of a bowl. And so they're like, what the hell?
I was so nervous during this.
So they give her this bowl of water, and she gets this, like, thorn, like a thorn branch. And it's got hair on it, like hair, like, twirled on it. And then she takes the ribbon.
Yeah.
And she puts the ribbon on it. And
she asked the other guy, the husband of the principal, to come over, and he snips his hair off.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, he got my hair.
Like, you need to get out of our house. And then
she
snaps the twig with his hair on it, kind of like a voodoo doll. Yeah. Snaps it, and then he just turns to his husband and literally beats his face in with his own face.
That scene was intense.
So he just, like, completely blacks out, and now he's a weapon. He is her weapon.
Yeah.
And now she tells him what to do, and he literally leaves the house and sprints like an hour to find the teacher and Josh Brolin at the gas station.
Well, so before that even happened, one of the first scenes, the teacher, do you know her name?
I could probably find out. It'd be a lot easier.
Okay, yeah, let's get her name. It was like Jessica or something.
Justine,
the teacher. She's really concerned about this one kid, so she pulls up to their house, pulls up to Alex's house and sits out there, and she's drinking her big gulp with vodka and soda, and she's just staking out the house, right? And then all of a sudden she passes out, falls asleep, and you see the front door open to the house, and this crazy lady, which you don't really know, it's Aunt Gladys.
It's not Aunt Gladys.
It's
the mom.
The mom. The mom of Alex walks out. She looks psycho. She's holding scissors.
Yeah.
And this scene was so scary.
Yeah.
Because they show her walk right past the car door, and she, like, looks in the car door, this crazy lady, and then she walks by, and you're like, okay, it's over, and then you hear the car door open, and she goes and sits right behind the driver's side seat and snips off some of the teacher's hair.
Yeah.
God, that scene was
chilling.
That
was intense, yeah.
But then fast forward, that was the hair that was used in the magic device or whatever.
Yeah.
When you snap that, that's Principal's heat-seeking missile towards Justine.
Yeah.
And then you see the guy pull up at the gas station, and this is when you, like, it kind of clicks a little bit. You're like, oh, wow, so this is, like, she's some sort of demon sorcerer or something.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening, they go through the convenience store. Josh Brolin ends up, like, tackling the demon guy, the principal. And Justine gets in her car last second and drives off.
Yeah.
And then that demon still, it's like falling.
Yeah.
I mean,
chasing her in the street. And
Josh Brolin follows.
I think it ends up getting hit by a car.
That's right, yeah.
And he just gets splattered by a car.
Yeah.
And so he's dead. But, yeah, you're right. That's where it switches, because now Josh's character, which his name is Archer. Archer figures out, is like, okay, there's something else to this.
It's not the teacher.
It's not the teacher. And now he starts collaborating with her on like, we got to figure this out. There's something else going on. We got to figure this out.
And so he's a contractor, does a lot with like, maps and everything like that.
Yeah.
So he's watching the Ring camera, and he goes to another student's house that has a Ring camera. And at first, the mom was like, no, get off my property.
Yeah.
And then the husband pulls up in the Prius.
Yeah.
And he gets all up in his face. Let me see your Ring camera. And so he shows them, and they're like running in a straight line. So he's mapping out all the coordinates on the map.
Yeah.
And so Archer and Justine are in the back or in the front seat of his pickup truck. And they're like, okay, this is the area where these lines intersect.
Yeah.
And it's Alex's house.
Yeah.
So.
And then, yeah, I mean, it's just, there's so much that we could spend an hour at least talking about this, but.
Great movie.
Yeah, it kind of, it meets its end because the homeless guy.
Yeah. That was
this homeless
tragic
guy who's like trying to break into houses and get some stuff for free, and Alex's house is all boarded up. They've got like newspaper all over the windows. It's dark. The newspapers are lined up on the driveway. It seems like no one's been home.
Yeah.
And he ends up breaking in to this house and is, rummaging around for things that he can sell. And the parents are literally just sitting. He's like messing around in the living room, and he like looks up and sees in the reflection of the TV just two people sitting on the couch. Just like stone cold, just sitting on the couch, not moving at all. And
they were hypnotized.
Yeah,
so when you finally get through, the homeless guy, the drug addict, the kid, his story, which is pretty crazy, and then the cop, they're kind of intertwined. And then the cop ended up having an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
And he was sober. And then things at work were picking up. His current girlfriend. His dad is the police chief, and they're supposed to go out on like a big dinner.
And he cheated on her with Justine, the teacher.
Well, yeah, so like all that was culminating, and then super stressed cop.
Yeah.
Like I thought they did a good job of showing how stressed this cop is, and then when he finally gets a chance to like do something right, he sees the homeless guy breaking into a building, like he goes full tilt psycho.
Yeah.
To get this guy. So I thought that was a pretty cool scene. And then he ends up going too far.
Yeah.
And then
he ends up getting caught himself, and
then he sees him again, but then he busts his finger.
Yeah. Well, so he arrests the kid, and the kid's like, I know where these children are. He goes to the homeless guy goes to the pawn shop to sell the stuff that he stole, and he sees behind the guy, it's like a reward poster with all these kids, like $50,000.
He's like, huh.
He's like, wait, I think I
saw them in the basement.
Yeah, saw them all standing in the basement.
Spoiler alert.
And so then he goes and tells this cop, this cop sees him.
Yeah,
he's like, if I ever see you again, like, you're fucking dead. And so he's walking towards the police department. The cop sees him. He's like, I thought I told you. And that's when he snaps. And the guy's like, wait, I know where I saw the kids. I know where the kids are. And so he takes him to the house, and he's sitting in the back of the car, the police car, and the cop goes in the house and disappears.
Doesn't come out.
And so it's nighttime, and the guy's asleep in the back, and all of a sudden the door opens, and the cop just comes out and brings him into the house.
Yeah.
And, I mean, what an incredible movie.
So crazy.
I still think it'll take some time to, like, digest it and really figure out, like, what's the theme here? Like, what are you trying to get across? Because some people thought it was related to, like, school shootings.
That's what my first thought was.
Especially with the gun.
Well, even before the movie, like, when all these kids went missing from one classroom, and then it was called Weapons, like, that was a connection that I immediately thought of.
But that also could have been, like, intentional to kind of get people to think one thing, and then you watch the movie and you realize it's not really that at all.
So one thing that I was thinking about, and I agree with you, but like the title's Weapons, and the kids are used as weapons by this demonic force. And I think it might be a theme of like how kids are used in general by demonic forces for evil things in general. Like Aunt Gladys was like an evil demon lady, and she was using these kids. So I guess you could apply that to a lot of scenarios. Like kids are used, maybe by elites for whatever reason. Child trafficking is a real thing.
Yeah.
Or like kids are expendable in third world countries when it comes to like war. People don't really care about them. So I thought about that too. But yeah, great movie. I mean, this guy, he made that Barbarian movie too. Did you ever see that one?
Yeah, he's got a pretty phenomenal movie list.
But one of the last characters is that little kid Alex, and when they tell his story, that's when it fully clicks of like Aunt Gladys comes over to stay with the mom and dad at their house and Alex, and she just like pulls up. She's got this like big black thorn tree that is somehow magical or like demonic, because that was the thorns that she was using to cast all these spells with when she snaps them around someone's hair. And Alex comes home and the mom and dad are sitting at the dinner table and they're just not moving.
Yeah.
They're like clearly possessed, and Aunt Gladys is sitting at the table and she's like without her wig and she looks like Voldemort, but worse.
She looks ill, like she's dying.
And that's when she like, because you would think like a kid would like speak up and tell someone like, hey, this is happening. But she put it on him, was like, she basically did one of the spells, snapped it, and the parents start stabbing themselves in the face with forks. And the kid's like, no, stop.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if you tell anyone about this, I will hurt your parents very badly.
Yeah.
And so he just.
And she's like, here's what I need from you. She's like, I need you to get me some items from the kids at school.
Yeah.
And so they're all playing in the gym, and he sneaks back into the classroom and takes like nameplates, from their cubbies, and like pencil erasers and keychains that each kid has.
Yeah.
And that's what she uses to summon them, pretty much.
Yeah. I read something on the Wikipedia about the plot of the movie and how this character Aunt Gladys was supposed to be. It's supposed that she is supposed to be needing like the kid's life force to save her, because she has this like life-threatening condition or something.
Yeah.
And that's she's needing to like.
It's the adrenochrome.
Maybe. God.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for me. I think out of all the movies I've seen this year, Sinners, Mission Impossible, F1, I think Weapons takes the cake as a number one movie.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I'm just excited. I mean, you can judge a movie by its ability of shocking you. And like when you haven't seen a storyline or a plot like this before, it's like, even if the movie kind of sucks, it's like I still applaud the effort in being creative. And so I think that's what's really exciting about this new age of horror, thriller, psychological thriller, is like people are doing things that you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Like even the Sinners movie was a great example of like, man, I've never seen a vampire movie kind of mixed in with, black culture and music and folklore. And, the way that they use all these different racial things.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting. And this Weapons movie, it's like you've never seen any, there's nothing you can compare it to.
I definitely, like, after I saw F1, I was like, this is a great movie. I love this movie. Brad Pitt's awesome. Just like the cinematic nature of it, seeing it in IMAX. I was telling a lot of people about it. I've told more people about Weapons.
Yeah.
Just because it's like you said, when you see a movie that you've never seen before in a style you've never seen, Sinners was like that too, but Weapons just blows it out of the water.
Yeah.
Like you're scared, you're invested. It's like a whole just
like you may have kids of your own and you're watching that and you're like, man, how would I feel like? I feel like every character in that show, like the audience could relate to at least one of them.
Sure.
Where it's like, okay, you're a father. Okay, you're a teacher. Maybe you work with kids.
Yeah.
You have responsibility of taking care of other people. You're a principal. You're an administrator, or you're law enforcement, or maybe you're desperate. into your, it's like
yeah, that's true.
It kind of reaches everyone so you can get invested into, man, like what would I do if I was in this position? But there is going back. So the very beginning, whenever she's at her house, when Justine's at her house for the first night, and she feels like she's being followed.
Yeah.
And she's, drinking, and Major knocks at the door. She goes out, no one's there.
That's scary.
They kind of put, when Josh Brolin wrote Witch on her car, that was kind of the first symbol of like, this is dark magic, occult. Because, it was a witch at the end that was causing all this stuff. And I didn't put two and two together at the time.
That's a good point, yeah.
To think about it. And then what was also interesting at the very end, when the kids snap out of it, and now they put Alex put the heat-seeking missile on Aunt Gladys. So he snaps the twig, all the kids turn on Gladys.
Yeah.
And it turns into this chase. And people in the audience were like laughing.
I was laughing.
On the chase.
I was happy.
She's running through all these houses, and you just got a horde of kids just tearing through houses, chasing after her.
Yeah.
And they finally get her on the ground and literally tear her apart. They ripped her jaw off and her head off.
Yeah.
And then they're just standing there, and then that's kind of the end. Like, that's how it ends.
Yeah, like when the heat-seeking missile is, targeted, it's like the weapon, the kids or whoever it is, like they're just totally unconscious to what their objective is.
Yeah.
And they just do it.
Yeah. And Mickey was saying last night, I didn't even think about this. I guess they lost their memory. They had no idea. If you were under the spell, you had no idea that you were under the spell, I guess.
Mm-hmm. There's so many, like, connections that you could make about, like, what that is. Like, are you blindly following something?
Yeah.
Like, are you being used as a weapon for, it's just interesting. Great movie. Like, whew. I mean, I wanted to see it again, but knowing, like, how it ends, I don't know if it'd be as, like, rewatchable.
Yeah. It could be maybe in, like, a year.
After,
where you're like,
off.
okay, I kind of forgot about some of the smaller details, and then maybe you could rewatch it and, like, try to really seek out the small details.
Yeah.
To try to put the picture together earlier. But, yeah, the best part about that movie is the shock factor of just having no idea.
Scary too, like.
Yeah, and it was also the way that they
nerving.
run. That's demonic. It's very abnormal. No one runs like that. The arms down to the side.
Except the kid in elementary school that got bullied.
Yeah, but yeah, would you rate it a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10?
Yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Well done.
Yeah.
What's this? Zach Greger?
Zach Greger, yeah.
Zach Greger. Shout
out
to...
Yeah, Barbarian. If you haven't seen Barbarian, it's another great movie. I
read the plot on Wikipedia, and it seems really, like, gory.
Yeah, it's freaky. The first half of that movie is really scary, and then it got a little corny. But
good movies this year. I mean,
the movies are coming back.
There's a couple more that I'm excited for. The one with Leo and Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, that doesn't really look great in my opinion.
Dang. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I feel like it'd be a good adventure action movie. And then Him.
That'll be the next one.
So excited for.
That's like 2 or 3 weeks from now.
Is it September?
September 19th, which is that's a Friday.
Yeah, that's next week or something.
2
weeks.
2 Fridays from yesterday.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fire movie.
We need to watch it and then do a podcast right after.
I'm down. Maybe get Cody involved.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta get a panel of people ready for that one.
Yeah, like I feel like the movie podcast stuff, that's super interesting because everyone's got a different perspective, and what Bill Simmons does with his podcast is just so successful when he does the rewatchables.
Yeah.
And the categories, like, what would you say the most rewatchable scene was? The weapons. Which one did you enjoy the most? The end scene's pretty...
I would say the ending, whenever they both go into the house, when Justine and Archer both go into the house.
Yeah.
And they find the cop there. That's like the peak of the movie. Which the movie peaked late. You're kind of starting, and then it's climbing, and it peaks at the very end, which I think is really good in movies, because when you peak early, and you've got another 30, 45 minutes left in the movie.
Dude, that's every superhero movie.
It's like, I can leave. I don't want to. I don't want to watch the rest of this anymore.
Great point.
So I'd probably say as soon as they decide to enter the house, for me, that's probably right when it starts. If not that, whenever Gladys goes to the principal's house and starts that chase.
Yeah.
What about you?
I like I like all of it, but for some reason I really enjoyed the cop and the homeless guy.
Yeah.
I thought that dynamic was real funny and intense. So that was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
The homeless guy is just trying to get money for drugs.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I could get 50 G's if I spill the beans. And he goes back to the station.
Yeah.
The cop is so upset and he sees him. I thought that was a good part.
And it's kind of interesting, too, because, he told, you think about, like, the sense of urgency that this community would have had to find these kids.
Yeah.
And you have this figure, this homeless figure in the community, young cat who's stealing and he's getting in trouble, and he's a liar. They kind of paint him as a liar.
He's
because
a drug addict, too.
Yeah, he's on the phone talking to he was calling people. He's like, hey, man, I need some money to, get clothes, to get a job.
Because he's trying to smoke his last crack rock, and he can't get high.
Yeah, and so he's just trying to get high. And so he is the only one in this story so far who knows where these kids are at.
Yeah.
And he tells this cop, and this cop is so fed up that he doesn't treat it as like a serious. And so he goes by himself to this house. I thought that was kind of strange. You kind of wonder, like, man, where the fuck were the cops at the entire time? You think if like one of the cops was off his shift for 12 hours and car hadn't, maybe that's thinking too hard.
That's another category in Bill Simmons' rewatchables, nitpicks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that'd be a nitpick.
That would be a nitpick for me. It's like, that wasn't as realistic. This guy went missing, and no one asked where he was at or tracked his GPS or, whatever. But that's a very small detail.
Yeah. I would say a nitpick for me might be that, like, 17 kids just leave the house in the middle of the night, and they're all running towards Alex's house. Surely, like, there's some sort of surveillance, right? Like corner stores or...
Well, they're in the suburbs.
I guess that's true. If they're just running through neighborhood houses, like there's only 2 houses with a Ring camera.
Yeah.
Maybe a little nitpick, but that's kind of the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, and then like, okay, the one kid that wasn't taken, you didn't send any cops over to... Well,
his
they
house.
did, and Gladys was there. Yeah, they showed that part of the investigation where they cleaned the house and...
The parents were just like kind of zombies still.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's small nitpicks, but overall really solid. Really, really solid.
He does another category called Apex Mountain.
What's that stand for?
It's basically like what in the movie was the best ever in the movie. Like could be like this was the best acting performance by Josh Brolin, or it could be this was the best use of voodoo magic in a movie ever.
I would say it was probably the best. Josh Brolin is a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors.
This is
No Country for Old Men. He's been in.
Yeah. He was really.
He's been in everything. What else?
I think they were casting Pedro Pascal as his role.
Thank God they didn't.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't like Pedro Pascal.
He doesn't play that masculine Josh Brolin figure.
Josh Brolin's been in Dune. He's in Dune, Avengers, Deadpool, Sicario. He's fantastic in Sicario.
Yeah.
Everest. That's a great movie. If you haven't seen Everest is a great movie. Sin City.
So you think this is his Apex Mountain weapons?
Has
he ever been in a leading role? This was pretty much
I mean, you could... he plays a big role in Deadpool. He plays a big role in... he's Thanos. He's the voice of Thanos.
Oh, yeah. That's probably his Apex Mountain. Thanos.
I mean, that's probably the biggest movie he's ever been in.
Yeah.
He plays a really big role in Sicario. He's kind of the lead in Sicario. And then he plays the lead in, I guess, like, partial lead in No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Which that needs to be a rewatchable.
Definitely. That one's chilling in its own way.
Yeah.
I think...
Javier Bendez.
Oh, he's great. He's in F1, too.
Yeah.
He's a great character. I would say that I haven't seen a movie that utilizes voodoo, black magic, sorcery to this extent where it actually, you believe it a little bit. So I think the Apex Mountain.
What about Hereditary?
I never saw that one.
Okay, well
they do some weird stuff.
Some voodoo.
Yeah, I felt like
yeah.
This one was pretty crazy, but yeah.
But I think overall, movies are back. I'm gonna declare it. Movies are back.
I agree.
I think I think people are afraid of going to the movies, and I think directors and producers also felt that, and so everything became very streaming based. And you can hear some. I think Josh Brolin talked about this on Hot Ones.
Yeah.
And I know Vince Vaughn has talked about it too, and Matt Damon. So you got some prolific actors that are talking about, Matt Damon. And
I was doing that to Cal in the window.
Oh. And they said that they changed the way that they were trying to engage viewers, and that was the streaming movie. And we can all watch a movie on TV. It's comforting. It's great. You're comfortable in your house. I really haven't seen a great streaming movie, that only was released on streaming.
Yeah,
and there's just something so different about the movie experience.
100%.
When it got the big surround, it's loud and it's dark, and you're kind of hypnotized yourself.
Yeah. Silver screen.
Yeah, I think that's the whole point. So I think movies are officially back, and we got him coming up.
Yeah, we need to do a podcast about him.
Yeah, and there's probably going to be plenty more right behind it. But yeah, if you're watching this, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you pause, go watch it, come back, give us your own take on what you think.
Yeah.
And give us maybe if you got some movies that you'd like us to talk about or discuss. Yeah. I'm probably more of the movie guy out of the two of us.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He likes Marvel action movies. I'm more into deep stuff, philosophical.
Yeah, sure. Oh, dude, we need to do Ex Machina.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Yeah,
that one's really good. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones, and
that's also a great actor too, Oscar Isaac.
The white guy?
No, he's like the founder.
Oh yeah,
he's in a lot of great stuff.
He's in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And then we should do a Contagion rewatch. Yeah, we just need
5-year anniversary of COVID.
Yeah,
that already passed, I think.
Yeah, we need to create a list. We'll create a list for you.
We need to create a format of doing it too, like categories and how we're gonna lay it out.
Yeah.
Talk about it, research and all that.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Anything else on the docket? NFL started. The spit heard around the world.
Yeah, the spit heard around the world. Dak Prescott probably got about 5 to 10 minutes.
Cool.
Probably 5 minutes. But
NFL season's back. It's exciting. Spit heard around the world. I think he's going to be suspended 5 games. Has he already been suspended yet?
No, they'll probably wait till after all the games are completed. But yeah, Jalen Carter, Cowboys versus Eagles open up the season Thursday night in Philly. Super Bowl champions versus the, Weasley Dallas Cowboys, low expectations.
Just lost Micah Parsons.
Yeah. Dak Prescott, who was pretty respected leader, good guy. Gets spit on by Jalen Carter, who's the best defensive tackle for the Eagles, who he's got his own personal history of being a piece of shit. At Georgia, reckless driving led to a Georgia staff member being killed, and so this guy he's made some bad decisions, and just decides to hawk Tua on Dak Prescott's chest. So that was the initial video, and then other video comes out. Find out that Dak spit too.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah,
but he spit on the ground.
Spit on the ground. People are saying it's the same thing. Not even close to the same thing. Jalen Carter was probably at least 10 feet away. Dak Prescott spit behind his offensive lineman, and Jalen Carter gets closer. And Dak went on a press conference after the game, and people asked him, and it's like, tell us what happened there. And Dak was like, yeah, I spit a lot, especially on game days. It's a bad habit, whatever. I wasn't going to spit on my offensive linemen. They were standing right in front of me, so I stepped up and spit behind them. And Jalen Carter was walking by and said that, he was like, are you going to spit on me? Like, why are you spit on me? And Dak's like, why would I spit on you? And they stepped closer, and he was talking shit about Tyler Booker, who's their rookie guard or tackle, Dallas Cowboys tackle. And the referee is literally standing right there in front of them, and Jalen Carter just spits right on Dak's chest. 15-yard penalty, ejection.
Yeah, that was wild. First play, before the first play of the NFL season. So
I think that's just setting up for
peak entertainment right there.
Yeah, and then the Kansas City Chiefs lost yesterday.
That shocked me. You were right about the Chargers.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
So it's going to be college football today. Not really anything exciting, honestly. I'm really looking forward to Sunday NFL. Yeah.
There's some UFC fights on today in Paris. A little early afternoon UFC fights. So there's this fight camp in Brazil. They call them the Fighting Nerds, and they're taking the UFC by storm. Like the Dagestanis and all the Russian guys, they were like killing it, and they still are. All the people from the Caucasus region of Russia. Our champions like Marab, Ilya Taporia, Islam Makhachev, they're all from that mountain region. It's pretty crazy.
That's where Ilya Taporia is from?
Yeah.
I thought he was like Hispanic.
No, he's from Georgia. But he moved to Spain. Now these Brazilians, the Fighting Nerds, they're on the rise. And they all wear like these glasses with tape around them. When they finish the interview, they put on Joe Rogan.
Nice.
And they're hilarious, but they're scary. And this guy's fighting the main event, co-main event today. It's like Conor McGregor-esque.
Really?
Just like...
What's his name?
Marcio Ruffy.
So his last fight, heard of that.
He's spinning wheel kick KO'd this Bobby Green. You might have been there when we watched it, but just aura oozing from it. So I'm excited for that, and then NFL tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, good one in the books.
Good one. All right. Thanks, guys.